Game one is in the books for the Dallas Wings as we defeat the Fighting Caitlin Clarks 107 to 104 in Indiana.
Highly entertaining game. This at noon time, at 12 noon, as you say, a 12 noon shootout is both teams score over 100 points. I think that's the first time in a season opener both teams score over 100 points. That's the first time in a season opener the Dallas Wings score over 100 points, setting a trend that I think that's going to be all season long. Is the Dallas Wings going to have one of the most high-powered offenses?
First time a season opener, the number one draft pick didn't start. But we'll get to that later.
We talking about a dub, and that's you gonna bring up that right there. You know what I'm just saying. You gonna listen. You gonna be at Wings practice. You could ask them. You got a free reign to ask them all them little questions that you want to ask them. You know, since you run around here being messy. I just listened to you a bunch of first round.
But I'm not though.
Yeah,
I'm not.
But y'all. I mean, it's a 40-minute game. She played 17 minutes in it, and I get it. I get it why she didn't start. I actually get it. Listen, it's her first game on the road. He went with the veteran leadership with Odyssey Sims and Enrique, and it paid off. Odyssey Sims had 20 plus points. Enrique had 20 plus points. And like I keep trying to tell you, if you listen to me, the Dallas Wings have the deepest guard rotation in the W.
Okay, but if that's the case, if you have the deepest guard rotation, then why did you draft her?
Because she's the best shooter in the draft. You need the shooting.
But you didn't utilize the shooting today.
You didn't without the shooting. Did they get the dub? Why you being messy? Why you being messy? Did they get the dub?
Really not. Like, I'm really baffled. I've never seen
you really are. I think you really are.
I'm really baffled how you draft somebody number one and you don't play them. Like,
it's
you don't
game
even start
one, Walt. It's game one.
I'm appreciative of that, but I'm just saying, like, I've never seen that in the history.
I don't think you are. What history? What history are you talking about?
When have you ever seen the number one pick in basketball? When have you ever seen the number one pick in basketball not start? You listen. You get the number one pick. You get the number one pick because you were bad last year. The number one pick is here to help improve the team, and you don't start them.
And they didn't make just a draft pick on moves. They actually had other moves just other than drafting AZ Fudd. I say, listen, I'm not worried about it because sooner or later she's going to start.
No, that's the problem though, Kendrick. Whose spot is she going to take?
She's going to take Odyssey Sims' spot.
You can't take Odyssey. If Odyssey's going to keep balling like this, Odyssey gave you some damn good. You can't go to Odyssey. You can't go to Odyssey and say, "Hey, Odyssey, we're going to sit you down."
You overreacting to one game. You think
I'm not overreacting. I'm not overreacting. I'm not overreacting. Period.
You have determined in 40 minutes of play. That's how the whole season is going to go.
I want you to look at this from. Don't look at it that way. Look at it the angle.
How you want me to look at it?
The way I'm looking at it is, you drafted her number one. You didn't start her in game one. Hold on. You signed Odyssey Sims. You started Odyssey, and that's fine. But you can't go back. You can't go. Like, AC's not going to start.
Okay. So Odyssey's a 20-point player a game. If that's the case, she wouldn't have been on 5-16 in her career. So she's just
I get it, but that's not the point here. The point is you can't go to Odyssey if she plays like this.
Hold on. Whoa. If you just answered, if she's not going to be a 20-point scorer in this league. She's not. She's not gonna.
She plays the bet. She plays better defense than AZ does.
Oh, she does.
Yeah.
Oh, she does.
Yeah. That's a given.
Listen. If you can determine that from one game, congratulations. I'm not gonna put one game into a whole season.
We already know that about. We already know that about Odyssey, though.
Yeah. Okay. If Odyssey played that great, then she wouldn't sign a short term, just a last ditch contract to the Dallas Wings. She already got signed.
Here's another problem. Here's another problem.
She already got signed day one by another team and for a lot more money. I appreciate
Hold on. Here's another problem. You got they have been building up. It's AZ and Paige. They had AZ walking into the building today. Like you've built this up that this is that AZ is the missing piece along Paige.
Hold on. Who did that?
The Wings. When we go to Wings practice, all they talk about
the Wings have nothing to do with the coaching staff. You talking about PR. That PR don't win basketball games.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like you have built this up to be. When we started this, we thought that the initial lineup was going to be Paige, Arike, AZ, Alana, and what's the name? That's the way, and that's the way it's been presented.
You have set up this is crazy. You have set up a whole season of one game.
And this is the way that this has been presented the whole time.
Did Coach Jose ever tell you anytime you interviewed him that what his starting lineup was? Did he ever tell you that? I don't think so. I don't think Coach Jose told anybody what his starting lineup was.
He didn't say exactly that that's what the lineup. But I am saying the way it was presented to us. This is how it is going to work. All we kept hearing was all we're going to do is drop Arike right into what we've been doing, and it's going to go. That's what it was told us.
Was it Coach Jose that said that? Because I'm not worried about
him and Kurt Miller both. Him and Kurt Miller both said Kurt Miller was the main one. We're just gonna drop. We're gonna drop Arike in.
Okay,
and start going.
Okay, so that's right. So Coach Jose said that was AZ's spot from jump. That's what he said. So because that's what he said, then you win the argument. I'm just trying to see was that
we played the pressure about how AZ was coming here to pair. Why they got AZ and she's here to be with Paige. She's the perfect piece. She's gonna be alongside Paige and everything. That's what they talked about in the Drake.
It's game one. I'm not gonna judge the whole season off game one of the season.
It's not about it's game one. You didn't start her game one. So you can't go back and just put her in as a starter.
No.
Did you see who they put? Did you see who they put at number 3? Who's playing at 3 today?
I'm not sitting up there gonna sit up there and agree with you on that. We can agree to disagree, but
whose minutes is she gonna take?
I don't know whose minutes she's gonna take, but it's only been the first game of the season. I'm not going to define 43 more games. How many more minutes of the first game of the season? Now, if it's game 20 and
she's not starting on Tuesday either.
If it's game 20 and she's not starting or she's playing 17 minutes, I will revisit this conversation. I'm not taking too much.
How are you making a number one pick? Somebody who you took number one earn her spot or earn minutes on the floor.
Yeah, you got to earn. Yeah, you got to earn. Yeah,
Kendrick, you've never heard of that in the history of basketball. Number one pick.
I'm pretty sure that's not true.
There has never been a number.
You listen,
Kendrick. You can go back and check every number one pick that has been drafted. Started
because you're making a blanket statement.
And I'm not making a blanket statement.
If it is, I'll say you're right. I'm not saying you're right on that. That's a correct.
There has never been a number one pick
I'm not
in basketball. You have never heard of a number one pick not started.
Every number one overall pick has not started.
There has never not been a number one pick that has not started.
We're gonna have to look that up. We're gonna have to look that up.
Okay.
We just gonna have to look that up because until I see it, Until I see that for a fact, until I look up research on that, I can't. You talking about the history of basketball? You talking about women's basketball, men's basketball, both?
Kendrick, just take from out of it. When have you ever? Hold on. Just take from it. When have you ever seen the number one pick come off the bench in a game?
And I'm trying to say, do you have statistical facts to that?
Yeah. I don't even need to look. I can tell you.
Okay. Come on. You have to. You can't come on the show and play that statement and then not have the facts to go with it. You can't do that. You got to give it to me. You got to give me that. Boy,
wow, Kendrick, you've never seen that before.
You got to give me that. You got to give me basketball. You say basketball. You got to give me facts to back that up.
I give you facts. You have seen every number one draft pick play in the NBA.
I have not seen every number one draft pick. I've only been alive for 48 years. Basketball has been a lot longer than I've been alive. So I have not seen every. I can't put that out there.
But you've never not seen a number one pick not start in a basketball game.
I have to look that up in basketball. That a number one pick has not going to start. I have to look that up. And if you come around that you're right, after I look it up, we'll go back to that. You know what? That's some homework I'm going to do before the next game, for the next post game, for the next show. Thank you for giving me a homework assignment to look up on.
That's not too much. That's not too much of a homework assignment.
No, I think it is, because
if you look, I've even heard it. Me and West were looking at something earlier, and they said it's unprecedented that a number one draft pick did not start.
I got to look it up, but even if it is, I'm not gonna blow the wad on that. On that, I told you, if you'd have listened to me in the post game of the preseason game, they have the most depth in the guard rotation.
If you knew if they had the best guard, why did you draft her?
Because they didn't know they had that. Well,
no.
They didn't know they had.
Go ahead.
So did you know Zaza was going to be this good year two from year one? No, you didn't. Did we know Addison Sims was gonna ball like this?
But here's the thing. Here goes also, Kendrick. Me and Tovas kept saying draft Olivia Miles. If you draft Olivia Miles, you don't have to draft. You don't have to
listen. I'm not caring about Olivia Miles. Olivia Miles.
But this isn't
about. Listen, hold on. You sitting up pumping up this girl like she's the next whatever, and she may be great. But she's going to have to work. She will have to work for minutes on this team too.
She started today
because Minnesota is a bad basketball team. Ain't no threat to her over on that team.
What?
I mean, I'm watching it too. I'm looking at what they brought. Minnesota's bring.
She started over Courtney Williams. They're presently
constructed. That Minnesota team may win if Fee don't come back. That Minnesota team may win 15 to 17 games this year.
Shots fired at Kayla McBride, a Notre Dame legend. That's how you going to do Kayla McBride.
That's great. I'm glad she got her bag, but she's not a superstar player. She's a good role player.
Wow.
She's a good role player.
Kayla McBride has been a starter on this team for I don't know how long.
And that's cute. And she got her ass exposed in the playoffs. That's cute.
Okay,
but I understand they had to pay her.
I'm saying is it's not about Olivia Miles. I'm saying, like, if that's the case, then you should have drafted for need.
You brought up talking about she automatically gonna get a starting position if they would drafted. That's not necessarily true.
That's not what I said. I said
you didn't. You just said that.
That's not what I just said. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I just said. I said that if that was the case, can
we do Dallas Wings stuff?
Hold on, because I'm saying if that's the case, then you should have drafted Olivia Miles. Not only that, then you should have drafted for need. What did you draft?
That wasn't for need. That was the same position. Olivia Miles ain't gonna do nothing different.
Not just Olivia Miles. Not even just Olivia Miles. You should have took Lauren Betts.
Oh, well, if you want to have a conversation about that, that's fine. Lauren Betts is not starting on her team. She's not starting on her team.
I mean, look at the roster there. She's not a number one pick.
And you just made my point, Walt.
But no, I didn't make a point. But she's not a number one pick. She's not a number one pick.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's not. She went number 4. Okay,
it's a big difference. Really big difference.
Yeah, big difference. Big difference.
Really big difference.
Yeah, really big difference. Really big difference. Can we start on? Can we start on how the Wings won this basketball game? Big win. Before I'm trying to figure out the demise of AZ Fudd.
I'm just telling you.
The demise of AZ Fudd.
Oh man. That's all I'm saying. Like I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding.
You giving me great homework. I'm gonna go back in the history of basketball and see every overall number 1 pick and see they start. Every damn one of them. How long basketball been How long have you been playing basketball?
How long's basketball been basketballing?
No, I'm talking about from the I'm talking about all the way back to the peach basket. All the way back to the peach basket.
Come on, man, not to no peach basket, man.
No, doggone you got me going now. I'm going to the peach basket, man. I'm going to the peach basket. And the leather basketball that didn't bounce. I'm going all the way back to it.
This guy here. Well, guys, if you can hear the sound of my voice, listen, I need to let you know something. If you so happen to miss this show or miss this broadcast, it will be up on our new affiliates now. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon Music, and TuneIn. We've got some good stuff going on there. So if you not only that, if you just don't want to watch it, you just want to listen, you can just tune in over there and check us out now. We are on all your streaming platforms. Still waiting on Apple, Kendrick. Still waiting on Apple. Wonder what's taking them so long. Still waiting on them.
Apple will come around. They'll come around.
Yeah, Apple's treating us like we AZ Fudd and keep putting us.
Wow. You can.
Hey, Apple, maybe you should just draft somebody else too. Maybe you should just draft somebody else.
You can ask Coach Jose that in practice. Man, why you treating her like Apple? Apple.
Man.
All right, now we got that.
Let's go to the highlights of the game. I just find that really baffling that a number 1 draft pick did not start. I've never heard that in my life.
She looked great going into the building, though. She looked great.
Right. I mean, they got cameras following this girl around and not start. That's crazy.
All right, let's get to the highlights. Let's see how we doing this. Okay. Highlights first. All right. When we talk about the game while doing it. Yeah. WNBA on ESPN. First game on ABC ESPN.
Man, what a crowd tonight. What a crowd today.
The two most popular teams in the W. 2 teams that gonna have the most national TV games. That's AZ right there. See, she's right behind she's right behind Maddie. But yeah, they're gonna have the most games. So get used to seeing these 2 teams on national television. And the game they put out is the reason why both these teams love to get up and get down. You saw that right there with a 3. The Wings shot for the first time. They shot over 50% from 3. I think let me take that back. They only shot that over 50% from 3, maybe twice last season. They did it in a first game, so it lets you know how they plan to play pace and space, shooting a lot of 3s. And this woman right here, Kelsey Mitchell, she had a quiet 30, but she still had 30 points in the game. Really, I'll tell you what, keeping her team in the game. But this was the story of the game, in my opinion.
Kendrick, I did the homework for you. I just looked it up.
In the history of basketball?
Yeah, basketball.
Okay.
So the only people to not start, number 1 picks to not start, are Greg Oden and Markelle Fultz, and that's because they was due to injury.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh.
In basketball.
Oh,
in basketball. Number one pick has never not started only because of injury.
Oh, okay. So it did happen. It did not start.
Due to injury, not due to not play.
Hey, I'm just saying they wasn't on the starting. They wasn't on the starting lineup sheet. They wasn't on there. That's all I needed to know.
This guy.
Okay. Oh, as we get back to this game, that's Paige. I mean, that's Paige.
That's Maddie.
That's Maddie with a 3. Let me try to get back to myself. The wing shot like I said, 52%.
Oh, cookies.
Yeah, that's stuff. Yeah, this is the story of the game to me, is that they went at Caitlin Clark. Not only they went at her on the defensive end, they were being physical. We saw some great defense by Odyssey Sims. You also saw some great defense by Zaza on her. Kind of frustrated Caitlin Clark, but they went out at her on the offensive end too. They were going at her, and she came up putting up lane with that suspected groin injury. Started bothering her again.
Was that before she started cheap shotting players? I was just curious.
Yeah. And the one penalty she should have got was the obvious offensive foul. She put Zaza.
Oh, look, there's AZ. She got the game 3.
Yeah,
second quarter.
Shot 3, and then got a nerve to sit up there and call Zaza a flopper, knowing her butt every time somebody touches that. Kayla know better because she's the king of flopping.
Queen? You mean queen?
King and queen. You got both titles. As we got right here. Also, quick note: the new Rebel uniforms both teams were wearing. That's fire. Those Rebel those playing homage to the Dallas Diamonds back in the day. Those uniforms are fire. And I also said about those uniforms. Listen, they need to keep those uniforms. We talk on the group chat. Scrap those other 2 uniforms and use the font for those uniforms as a home uniform and a third jersey. Those jerseys are fire. The ones the jerseys the Wings have, regular one. It looked like a Windows 95 printout. Hey, dude, it looked like a printout or a poster that you're doing Windows 95. But hey, hopefully they get that done next season. But the Wings, like I said, this was a very entertaining game. Both offenses really came to play in this game. As I'm trying to get back to my what's going here.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna get the highlights back up.
Yeah, don't worry. I got you covered. Like I said, the Wings. Again, I think they're going to be the highest scoring team in the W because they push the pace and they really put defenses on the heels, having to play a quicker pace than they might want to. This is the second game that they played the Fever. It was a preseason game, but they put up 90, 95 in one game, and then in this one they put up 107. So and then they put up 100 against the Aces, in 101 against the Aces. So I think this team's gonna put up more points than anybody in the league. You saw the efficiency of Paige Beckers today. Didn't take that many shots, but she was efficient in every shot she took. Paige Becker, she was 8 of 10 from the field overall, 1 of 3 from 3. Did choke them 2 free throws at the end. For some reason, the Wings forgot. For some reason, the Wings forgot how to make free throws and really kept.
Paige, what are you doing?
And really kept the Fever in the game to have 2 chances that if one by Caitlin Clark, one by Kelsey Mitchell, both came up no good. But the Wings were able to escape. But yeah, like I said, overall great game by Paige Beckers. Odyssey Sims had a great game, great overall two-way game as her defense. Like with Zaza Braun. I think he played everybody in this game. Oh well, JJ didn't get no run. Even Alwa got some run in this game. The former number 2 overall pick. Lee got some run in this game. He really. The only thing I wasn't happy with is in the first quarter. Listen, coach, You can't just throw out challenges like that, man. You need that. You listen.
Watch this play right here. Do you know what happened here? They got Kelsey Mitchell. She got lost in Enrique got lost in the double team here, and
yeah,
Kelsey
she got
broke in
lost.
and
Man,
nailed it.
a couple times some defensive just some defensive mislaps. Guys got lost. Women got lost to who they're supposed to be guarding and left as open shots. But like I said, I don't think still the Wings defense is may not be good, but they're gonna be a lot of fun. They're gonna score a lot of points. I still think they're gonna have an unbelievable season. Alana Smith, she got in foul trouble.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to get used to that. Might have to get used to that foul trouble thing with her
because it's a different way you have to play. The rules are a little different. How they calling the game now, so that players have to get adjusted to it. But nothing more adjusted than that mask Alana Smith had on. I mean, my God, that strap on she had. I mean, that thing was. God, they gotta get a better looking mask. That may be the reason why she played horrible, because that mask was like it was uncomfortable. It was all over the side of her face. I mean, off the nose, somewhere onto the side of the nose, anywhere but on straight on to the nose, man. But she got into foul trouble. But I tell you what, who also played in this game, played unbelievable minutes, was Jessica Shepard. She almost had a triple double in this game, man. She had 13, 9, and 9, showing up versatility. In this game, I saw bringing the ball up, rebounding, playing big, and then going out there with some skill, taking big off the dribble for easy lay or midi or jumper, shooting the three. She had a great game in my opinion for the Wings. All in all, just a great overall team win. I think if I'm looking at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in double figures in this game. Jessica, Odyssey, Enrique, Paige, and Zaza in double figures in this game. But yeah, like to see a lot of that. Like I said, it's got 59% overall from the field, 52-53. You get that, you're gonna win the game. But like I said before, Walt did not like, of course, the foul and had some lapses. I know you watched the game. Those two inbound missed.
What was going on? Do we need to practice inbound passing?
I mean, 2 times. Listen, if Paige Beckers is your best passer, then let her inbound the ball, because if she's your best passer,
I do have a complaint with George though, man. Listen. There was a point, and I'll bring it up here in a second. There was a point where we were getting our head. What's his name was making a run, and he would not call timeout.
Yeah, I talked about that during the group chat. That was one of my issues. I said, listen,
hey man,
it was a point. It was a point where Indiana went on a 10-0 run. You got to stop the run. You just can't watch it. You got to call timeout to settle your team down. Indiana got the momentum. The crowd was back in the game, and you didn't call a timeout till they had took the lead. I mean, the point is with the use of timeout to call it before they take the lead or before they get a lot of momentum. So, but I listen. You chalk it up. That was his first game as a head coach. Like I said, the challenge he called, the one he challenged on that foul call was brutal. No need to challenge that. You weren't going to win that and end up costing your challenges for the rest of the game. Especially in a game like this, you might would have needed them, and not to have that because you used the challenge in the first quarter. You can't do that, man. I mean, unless it's an obvious foul, unless somebody in your main roster like Paige or Enrique has 3 fouls in the first quarter or something like that. You got to challenge it to see can you get that foul off of them. That's the only way you do something like that. But on a play like that, you can't challenge that kind of play. That was stupid. Whoever said that was a good challenge should be fired. Because I know they got those coaches in the back looking at that on the back row looking at that. It should be fired for that. That was brutal. But I don't know. Yeah, you was right. Coach Jose, listen. When you see a team making a run, you got to call timeouts to sell your team down. I mean, it ain't just like you go ahead and play through it. I hate look. Sometimes your team needs you selling them down, if not more, to sell them down so you can call a play and run a play. Your best, like you see coaches do, come out of timeout, run one of their best plays, to get back in the offensive motion and to settle them down. But just to continue just letting the team just go on a run, nah. But that's we'll chalk that up to we'll chalk it up to listen. This is this first game of the season. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. But we'll chalk it up being this first game, and I'll let that slide. But you cannot let teams just go on 8-10 runs twice in a game and just watch teams go on a run like that. Because Indiana's a good basketball team. And I think that those extended runs they had kept them in the game where you could have called timeout to kind of cut the momentum for them and kind of settle your team down. But all in all, listen, a great entertaining game.
Okay, here we go.
You got it right there. A great entertaining game, very up and down, very high pace. Like I said, I wasn't able to watch the game live. I had to, when I got back home early. That was a foul in the end one. That's Jessica Shepard showing her versatility.
My God, let me tell you something. My favorite player on the court today was Jessica Shepard. I mean, this girl here, the way this girl runs the floor is amazing. I mean, she was running the floor on pass-ins, and she was already down court by the time they were looking to pass the ball in. That is amazing. I like it.
Yeah, she's very offensive. She's very versatile offensively. Every time they gave her extended minutes in Minnesota.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark came out at halftime kind of hot.
Yeah, she came out kind of hot, but they started going back at her again. But listen, Jessica, every time they gave her extended minutes in Minnesota, she have a double-double. Like I said, she almost had a triple-double.
She almost had a triple-double.
Yeah, 13, 9, and 9.
1 rebound and 1 assist away from a triple-double today.
If you really say she saved the game, because like I said, Alana Smith was in foul trouble all the game. She picked up two fouls in the first, I'm going to say 5 or 6 minutes.
What is it? Is this about to be like another player that we had here last year? Did she just walks in the arena with 2 fouls already? Just put 2 fouls on her right out the gate.
2 fouls. I mean, before she tied her shoes on, she got 2 fouls on her right there. I mean, come in with 2 fouls. How you do that? Really, Jessica really saved it because Maddie was okay.
Maddie had a really good game up to different standards for her. Like this coach plays more to Maddie and Enrique's game.
Yeah. But like I said, she had a pretty good game, but Jessica, she really saved the game for the Wings because there was no really legit
Roxy, who in the entire draft would start for the Wings right now?
Go ahead, tell them.
I think what's the name could Olivia Miles and probably Lauren Betts, because if you get Lauren Betts, you don't get Alana Smith, and if you get Olivia Miles, you don't have Odyssey Sims on the team.
I think Olivia.
The Aces got smoked tonight. Well, here goes the thing about that. Of course, they should get smoked tonight. You put them on the floor with the team that they beat in the finals to win the championship. What did you think was going to happen?
To that first question, Roxy, I agree with half of what I was saying as far as the Odyssey, Olivia Miles. You wouldn't have what's called she
nice move on Odyssey right there.
She would start on the Lauren Betts. Lauren Betts would start, but you still could sign Elena Smith and let her play your power forward. You still could sign her and let her play your forward.
Well, I'm just because Alana's a center. That's what I'm saying. Like Jessica's your power forward.
I know she's your power forward. But I'm saying Alana could play stretch forward. They really, if you look at it, both of those players, Alana and Jessica, are interchangeable. They can switch each other's position. You can end up playing if they need if something happens. I mean, both of them can switch, can be positional basketball.
Jessica is more Jessica's going to give you more than Alana because Alana's really kind of more of an enforcer.
Yeah. Jessica's going to give you more offense, but Alana can't shoot a three. She can't stretch and shoot the three. Now she couldn't shoot it anyway because her ass was on the bench because she foul trouble.
And she had that mask on. Well, and that mask was due to a cheap shot from Asia Wilson in the preseason. You saw it. Saw it.
Hey, man, listen. I feel bad for Alana, man. That mask, man.
Maybe tonight's loss was karma for that cheap shot that she gave Alana.
I'm gonna blame her bad basketball player on that mask, man, because that mask looked
and if you want to do that, then you need to blame Asia Wilson because she's the one who cheap shotted her.
That mask looked uncomfortable as heck, man. I mean, she was grabbing onto it, pulling it the whole game. I mean, it looked uncomfortable as heck, man. But
Paige.
Yeah, Paige with the mini right there. But the Aces got smoked tonight. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I compare the Aces championship last season to the Warriors in 2022. You'll never see it again. For some reason they was able to warm it up and pull out a championship. Remember, that team was under 500 when they made that ridiculous run in the regular season, when they got smoked by Minnesota by 50 at some point last season. Remember that walk? And then they made this ridiculous run when they ran off 12 or 13 and they made a run. I don't think you ever see that again. I think they maximized what they had. I think this season, they're going to make the playoffs.
Okay, I just want to say this play right here got kind of scared. Kelsey, she just came right around and almost nailed that.
Yeah. Kelsey had a chance, but like I said, the wings really kept them in the game because they missed. What was they missed? About four or five free throws in that last minute and section because they kept having to foul them. They missed about 4 or 5 free throws. You got to make your free throws. The Wings make the free throws. You don't have to worry about that because the game.
Yeah, come on, Paige. What you doing? Marquand, I don't know if that's true or not, but here's the thing. I just looked it up. In the history, not in the history, number one draft picks, the ones that have not started, only not started due to injury. There has not been a number one draft pick that came in the season.
You got to go back to the peach basket. You got to go back to the peach basket. You go back to the
peach basket. That don't matter. It just got she just maybe started my game team, but when have you ever heard a number one pick not starting, have to come in and like earn minutes and earn a spot on the team? Like that's unheard of.
Well, hold on, Walt. Let me that Marquell, let me help you on that right quick. I got something right here. This
okay, go ahead.
This Marquell, let me I like to hear.
I'm not talking about first round picks. I'm talking about number one picks.
I like to hear
number one pick that did not start when they got drafted.
I like to hear from the horse's mouth. I like to hear from the horse's mouth right here. Okay. Coach Fernandez asked. Hold
on. Don't do that because I'm about to show the.
Okay.
I'm about to show it.
Okay, let's get
to it. Download it here. Don't worry, I got it.
Because he had an interesting. He had an interesting comment.
From what I was hearing, a lot of people weren't happy with him today. So.
Oh, it was a lot of people. You can go on social media, and
So were they? I didn't really see it. Were they upset about AG not starting too, or what was everybody upset about?
What's the woman on WNBA Countdown?
Which one? Monica McNudd?
Not Monica.
Andrea.
Yeah, Andrea. Yeah, Andrea was really getting into him while she wasn't starting. So she kind of threw that out there.
About AZ not starting?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've never seen that before. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not just pulling this out of my, like I've never seen a number one draft.
You're not pulling it out your peach basket.
Yeah. Like that's unprecedented. And if you feel that way, then why did you draft her? Okay, hold on. All right, we got it right here. Let's go to Coach Jose. Post game interview, and then we'll go into the players after that.
Okay.
Okay, other questions for Coach?
This was clearly a very high-powered offensive performance from both teams, but on the defensive end, what would you like to see from your team?
The ball got downhill too much. Ball got downhill, and we got to do a much better job of keeping the ball in front of us.
And then when it's such a tight game like this, 11 lead changes, clearly both teams can score at will. What did you take away from your team's ability to maintain composure in those moments?
Yeah, I mean, you have the group that was in at the end of the game. That's a veteran group with Alana and Jess and Odyssey and Enrique and Paige, right? So tried to rest them as much as we could in the fourth, but I wish we could have rested them a little bit more. Probably another minute and a half for them to close. We knew I was going to close with that group, but I thought that first half we got off to a great start, right? Put up 60 in the first half, and then we knew that they weren't going to go away, and they were going to make a run. That third quarter hurt us a little bit with our cover downs and our rotations.
What do you think of Ricky's performance, especially after arriving late to camp and not playing the preseason?
I thought it was pretty good performance. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
So I thought she was again as a team, 26 assists on 39, right? 39 baskets. The 15 turnovers, but we didn't get extra possessions on the glass, right? And again, we'd like to take more than 66 shots, right? They took 11 more than we did. But 60 from the floor, 52 from three. We missed some free throws down the stretch, right? That's not going to happen, right? But it's great to start off the season with a win, and now we get to go back home.
Odyssey had a productive start. Just what were some of the things that she provided this team, and just what you're looking for from her in that case?
I think she provides a lot of leadership. You know what I mean? And I think she sets a tempo and the pace of the game when we had her at the point guard spot. And when you take her out, now P takes it, but quick turnaround. We had two guys play 32 minutes, right? We gotta now, with coming back home, figure out how to get some other guys, get some of those that were in the 17s, 15s, and 17s to 20s, because it's a long year.
What did you think about the balance as well amongst your starters in terms of output from Enrique, Paige, Odyssey? And is that what you are going to expect from them?
Yeah, and Isaiah, Isaiah has 10, Maddie has 7 off the bench, right? So I gotta find a way to get some guys more touches and more shots. So we'll come back, we'll look at film, and we'll figure that out.
Paige ended the half with 10, and we'll just talk about how she was able to produce the way she did, and just how she's been overall effective in the preseason with practice.
She's just good. She makes good decisions. O was 8 for 11. Paige was 8 for 10. Enrique was also 50% from the floor. Right. So, good night. We'll get on the plane and we're off tomorrow and get ready for protecting our home.
Sorry, just one more.
Sure.
When it comes to Paige, just that one turnover, what does that say about her basketball intelligence or playmaking and her ability to just, make the right play at the right time?
She's special. She is. She's special. She reads how she's being guarded. She can, having coached against her and seeing her now, I mean, she sees things 2-3 times ahead of stuff. It's remarkable.
Just to expand on that real quick, she did it in the last preseason game as well. Just talk about how she's been able to handle the ball.
Yeah, especially under pressure too.
And just like the Shepherd had a lot of success as a decision maker and seemed like she really helped with alleviating ball pressure. Just stood out about.
Yeah, there was some really, really good pressure releases for her, but we're gonna look at those sideline out of bounds, especially the last one where we got to do a much better job of if they're top siding us, if they're switching to make better reads. We will.
You've coached in a lot of big teams. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But how would you describe the atmosphere here?
It was great. It was awesome to start and I know there were 3 games yesterday, but this is a state that loves basketball. And it was an incredible atmosphere for the people in the arena and people watching on TV, especially on national TV. So I think the Stars shine today. And I think both teams represented the W in a great way.
I think your team and more like a hostile playing environment.
Yeah. I think it was hostile. I think the fans here enjoy basketball and they're basketball fans. I've been in a lot of hostile environments in college. These guys are basketball fans. So, and to have the turnout and the sellout crowd and national TV, you can see why the W is so special and where the growth is in this league.
What are some things you're looking for from AZ coming off the bench? Because I know you're still testing the combination machine.
Yeah.
With the recap back, she came off the bench. Just what are some things you're looking for from that?
Nothing, just continue to do what she's doing. It's her first year in the league. We got 5 really talented backcourt players in Odyssey Sims, Paige, Arike, AZ, and Azai James.
Go to Ron Thulin on the Zoom. Ron, go ahead.
Coach, congratulations. A couple of things. The one thing that stood out to me is you had 25 fast break points, and I think the tone was set, and correct me if I'm wrong, in that first quarter. Obviously, Steph wanted to jump out on Paige with a double, one of them being a big. She read it, and your ball movement side to side in that first quarter sort of set the tone, did it not?
Yeah, it did. And we got to really look at some breakdowns in the second half, right? We're very good in transition, but when really good teams take away your transition, we got to find a way to execute better in the half court.
Dorothy, go ahead. Dorothy.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations on the win. You guys put up big numbers in this season opener. So kind of how much of that reflects the identity that you want to see all season?
Well, that's how we want to play. The way that the offense is built, if we're in the 90s, 100s, we're gonna be pretty tough to beat, I think. So we're 60, scored 60 in the first half. Second half, 47, but it's a credit to them. They got a very, very good basketball team. I have a lot of respect for Steph and the coach that she is. So just got to get back home and, the next one's the most important game. That's how.
Before we go into what Coach said there a few minutes ago, take a look at this real quick, Kendrick. You see that on the screen? Who does that say good luck? Who's that say good? That's from the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys sending that out. What 3 players are on that program?
Okay, that's Paige. There's a Ricky, and that's easy.
Okay, so what? I guess I'm still lost here, but did you hear what he said? Wait, when Grant asked him about AZ to keep doing what she's doing, we got 5 good players in Odyssey, Enrique, Page, and Isaiah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why did you draft her then?
Because you didn't know if you did have 5. Odyssey wasn't on the team.
No, why did you take her with the number 1 pick?
Because
We're
you
not.
listen. I keep explaining this. We didn't know how good Zaza was going to be. She came off a season when she barely played last season. We'd hope she'd be great. We knew we had Paige. Some of us thought Enrique may be traded. I mean, and some people really expect Enrique still to be traded. So I get it.
Now, hold on. Now today, this coach, I mean, the way he used Enrique was the way Enrique needs to be used. She wasn't on the ball. She played the 3 today. She did not play the 2. She played the 3 today. She wasn't off the ball. She wasn't when she got the ball. She wasn't just chunking the ball up. She was making.
Well, he had a couple moments.
I was gonna say. I mean, there was that one play. Maddie was wide open under the basket, and she just said, "You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot this one."
What was that?
But you know, she may have had 2 or 3. I mean, we're not gonna expect her to change overnight. But for the most part, no, we're not. No, we're not. I mean, for the most part, though, her gameplay was good today. It was efficient and it was within the flow of the game, as opposed to when we've seen before where she just gets the ball and she just chunks it up the whole game. We didn't see that today because this coach's, as I said, his style of coaching lends to Enrique and what they're trying to do.
Well, like I said, they talked about how he gave her the playbook in November. And she had to study, and she studied it. So she when she was with Unrivaled and overseas, she was basically studying the playbook. So she knew it mentally. But yeah, like I said, it was a good first game. It remains to be seen that a leopard can change his spots.
Well, we know that leopard can't change the spots.
Well, we'll see Enrique, because in stressful moments, you always gonna go back to what makes you comfortable. That's all. All I would say on that.
You dance with who brung you, right?
So we'll see on that. Going back to what you were saying. Listen. Some people, when they drafted AZ, there was a lot of unflexed things going on with this basketball team as far as who was going to be on it, what was going to, like I said, Odyssey wasn't signed yet. She wasn't even signed yet. She was signed like basically a late scratch contract. We didn't know what Zaza was going to be. She was coming off a year where she was okay, just a typical rookie year, and then some games she couldn't even get off the bench, mainly because of coaching. I disagreed. I say if you play them on, she probably showed you a little bit more. But,
well, she remember, like you said, she worked out with Paige this summer.
Yeah, she worked
her
out.
Game elevated.
But still, we still didn't know, how that was going to. We was hoping it'll translate to this, but we didn't know it was going to translate. Paige was going to be Paige. So I get them drafting agent for the familiarity with Paige and how they work together at UConn. I'm not going to put more into it because I know this. And this may be something that coach has to learn. It's okay if you winning, but if you ain't winning, remember this is not college. These women are getting paid, and now they're getting paid highly paid contracts. And the first thing management is going to sit up and say, if you go on a 3-game losing streak, Captain Kirk gonna knock on that door and say, why we ain't. Remember, you can't just say anything to Kirk because he's ex-coach, so he knows. So he goes, why we not paying? Why we not starting this girl? Why we playing unlimited minutes? So that hasn't happened yet. I hope it doesn't happen, but I'm preparing. I'm trying to prepare coach. something he's gonna have to learn. But if you, because this is the highest women's league in the world. It's not whatever he coached in Tampa, at college he coached in Tampa. I forgot what it was called, UCF or whatever it is. So it's not college. So he's gonna have to adjust to this and adjust to the question, because you got the dub, fine with it. That's great. You got everybody who you put out there played well. The moment it doesn't happen, and remember, throughout the season, we know this, Walt, during the season, you have ebb and flows, especially in the basketball season. And as we get more games, ebb and flows, up and down, hills and plains. You go through a season. So the moment you see that question is going to be brought up if she's not playing a lot or if she's not starting. So I'm just preparing him for that question to keep being brought up and brought up. If it's some turbulent times during this season, which we know it's gonna be turbulent times during this season, because the league's too good for you to just roll through it. Any team to roll through it. There's too many good teams. I'm looking throughout the season. It's gonna be a lot of unexpected good teams that you see, that you didn't think, well, damn, that team came out of nowhere. I believe that. I believe it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be the most competitive season of NBA basketball. WNBA basketball we've ever seen, Walt.
Well, we hope so. All right, let's go to the players and hear what they had to say about tonight's matchup. Okay. I believe the three that's sitting down are Paige, Enrique, and Isaiah. Okay. If you thought it was going to be AZ, you're wrong. So here we go.
House and just getting really up on the plays. I think that was the biggest thing.
Uh-oh.
Big, get to the paint without any disruption. And then just it'll come with reps and us getting to know each other and us getting to know each other's tendencies and talking and communicating. And then again, defending without fouling. I think that's been a theme. Honestly, we wanted to start off setting the tone with our physicality. It's better to have to tone it down than to lift it up. So we're continuing to learn and we'll continue to get better. But I think our discipline, being able to box out and rebound, limit teams to one shot as well.
Honestly, for you returning, here any extra I don't know, fire the way you played today because of that?
It has nothing to do with that. I'm happy to be with Dallas. I'm back at home. I love it. We got this win today. I'll go back, build on it, and see how we can be better next game.
Honestly, just what were your takeaways overall from this game? And just Coach talked about how you bring the leadership in that starting lineup. Just what's important for you?
I think just continue. Like I said, we got to continue to build. We got to continue to just learn each other, trust each other, offensively, defensively. We're gonna get there. Like, yeah, it feels good to win. We know it was ugly. We had some stretches where we turned it over, we settled, which led to baskets for them. So, I mean, it comes with it. That's the beauty of the game. But at the same time, like, we're not satisfied. We'll take the win, of course, but we still know we got more to work on. Anyone, but what is Coach for just bring items?
Fight. Like, I think we all trust him, and that's big for your players to trust you. We trust everything he says, from ATOs to the plays that we run. And I think he just is so personable. Like, we can talk to him about anything. If we see anything, he comes to us and to ask us what we think. And it's just a great relationship, early on. And I know that's going to continue to build throughout the season.
For any or all three of y'all, in a game like this, high scoring, first game of the season, you three are cooking, big three for them are cooking. Do you get hyped? Does that kind of get you going even more when you're playing in a game like this and really, the fans and everybody are super into kind of a high scoring, kind of exciting game like this? Does that even get you going even more?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, we're all really competitive and hoopers, but it can be the bubble with no fans, and it can be, this place filled, and we're going to still play our game, still be competitive. So, it's great for basketball. It's great for, the fans and people watching to feel the excitement. But I think we're going to give our all, whether it's 0 fans in here or, 20,000.
Does it make it more fun though when you're like exchanging buckets like that? Both teams are like at each other.
Nah, because we
No,
rather
we need
get
to get
stops
some
and
stops.
Well, I
scores.
was about to say,
It's
I'm
not
like,
fun,
nah.
actually.
It's where we're scoring, but
And-
we want to stop the defense.
But they made a little joke about like being mic'd up, saying something like, "Oh, this might be the last time I get mic'd up." What's his style on the court? Like, is he? Yeah, what would you say about his style for anybody?
I mean, he's cool. Like, he's very personable. Like, you can tell he loves being around us already. I mean, like, he laughs, he jokes with us. It's just like, he's cool. Like, he's dope so far. Like, got his first win in the W. Like, I can keep going on and on. He already trusts us, just like not having to look for him to call plays and stuff. We just want to keep building. Like Rick said, we got a million plays, and we love that different options for us to score off of. So as we continue to build from game to game, it's going to be a beautiful sight to see as we continue to keep playing.
One more from me, Enrique. When you look at Paige, the performance she had tonight, one turnover. What's your evaluation of her ability to make the right reads, play smart, take care of the ball?
Yeah, like you said, ability to make the right reads. Like, she's gonna get people's best defender. They're gonna throw two at her, and that makes easy jobs for people on the wing. We just gotta have our hands up because we know she's gonna make the right read. And she's super efficient every night, 8 for 10. Like one turnover when they're trapping her, trying to get the ball out of her hands and still score 20. So she's just really elite, and yeah, she runs this team well between those two. Going back and forth with the point guard position, they run the team well, and it makes it easy for us.
Hey, just what about Enrique's impact tonight? Were you able to maybe build on the chemistry you had last season?
Yeah, us just playing off of each other, and knowing it's like it could be either one of our nights, it could be any one of our teammates' nights that night, and just reading what the game is giving us. But we don't want to defer to each other. We don't want, oh, I shot 3 times. Like we need to get somebody else to touch. Like we just want to play free, and play with each other, and we just want to win. So whatever that looks like on any given night, and for her to come out aggressive, set the tone, on both ends of the floor, it's really huge for us because that's what we need. And it's a huge ode to our depth, and how many people we have coming off the bench who can affect the game that way. So for us to play together as a team and Reed to do her thing, first game back, it was amazing to be a part of.
This one is for Paige. I know it's just 2 preseason games and then this regular season here, but you've either had 0 or just 1 turnover. Just how have you seen the court differently?
Just trying to make the right read, like we talked about tonight. It was pretty easy. They sent 2, so just make the right pass out of the double team, and then we have so many playmakers and shot makers on the floor that it creates a lot of open looks for us in the half court. My teammates do a really good job of screening for me, getting me open, and rolling to the basket or popping. And coach has a really good playbook for us to get efficient offense and play without turning the ball over. But for us, we still have 15 turnovers as a team, and we want to clean it up to single digits. And it starts with me at the point guard position. So us trying to take care of the ball and set the tone for our offense is what we try to focus on.
We actually have great shots. Yeah, no,
For patient honesty, you guys were dominant in the 2 preseason games, but preseason. So how gratifying was it to play the way that you did today? And what did you see, not being on the floor during the preseason that kind of gave you an idea this week? Over.
I think like preseason was just like just a glimpse of like how good we can be. But like I said, like we're gonna take every game one game at a time. We know there's things we have to clean up defensively. Of course, we're big on that right now. But I mean, who else would I rather play with to have alongside me than these 2 next to me? It's a joy. I love to be able to play with them. Even just be on the bench, like the joy they give me, they make my job easy. And I want to make their job easy too. Like Rick said, Paige gets a lot of attention, Enrique as well. And just to be able to come in and just drive and draw 2. Now I got the kick out where they're just stepping in and shooting it. It opens up a lot of things. So we're heading in the right direction. It's only 1 game, but we still got a lot more. And we're going to continue to get better. So stay tuned.
Yeah, we're all humble enough to know how hard it is to get wins in this league. I'm not one to live in the past, but I'm not even sure how long it was until we got our first win last year.
Facts.
And 3 counting the preseason. So, and it's not to say like get complacent or, oh, we got 1 win, like we're going to go 44-0. Like we're so focused on winning the day and winning the practice and getting better every single day, which then leads to wins in total. But like O talked about, it's just a real joy to play with this team, regardless of win or loss. You obviously rather win or learn in a win than a loss, but there's so much that we need to improve on and get better at. And I think that's really just our focus moving forward.
Yeah, and I think it was obviously, want to be out there in the preseason, but I think it was really good for me to just be able to watch and see, what Jose and the team has been building, while a couple of us were gone overseas. And I knew I had to come in and be aggressive and hold defense because that's what everybody was doing. So they, set the standard really high, and I knew I had to come in and, play to that standard. And I think that's what I did, and that's what we'll continue to do. But there is a high standard, and it was like a beautiful thing to see during preseason. Like everybody was holding everybody accountable. There was every time you sub, the level raised, like it never dropped. And, people are really taking their job serious here. So, it was just great to see that and then be able to come in and just, make my mark and, however I could.
Great. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to ask you to expand on that a little bit. Paige was talking about you coming out aggressive. How much of a conscious thought was that today of coming in and let's get going early and kind of put your mark on it and, actively kind of coming out like that?
Yeah, I think that's, how we approach the game, every game. You want to come out, be aggressive, be the aggressors. They always have a big crowd here. Obviously, if they're going on runs, the crowd's going to get hype, and we kind of wanted to settle that. But it's just easy when you have 5 players on the court that can score. Like, last year maybe, or even years before, like there might've been times where I had to take harder shots. Maybe Paige had to take harder shots, but like, if you don't have, a good shot swinging and there's a person that's probably 50% right next to you, that's going to knock it down. So just making the right reads, not overdoing it, just taking what the defense gives you, honestly, and, having 2 PGs like this and Jess, who almost had a triple double. Like, people know how to pass it, and all you have to do is be ready and knock the shot down, and that's what we did.
The W is really emphasizing freedom of movement this year. I'm just not trying to
Get us fined?
No, how this changes the game. Like, again, not asking for a comment on officiating, just curious, like how this is going to change the game. Enrique?
I think we can see they're calling it a little different. We saw that in the preseason game, and I guess we just have to adapt because that's going to happen. And unless we're just going to be getting fouled out, I think a lot of us had 5. We both had 5 fouls. It's been a long time since I had 3 fouls in the first half, and almost fouling out. So I guess just show our hands and see what we can do and hold better defense. But it's gonna be a long season.
Definitely. What are you learning about just Shepherd as someone who can like relieve pressure when you're facing like aggressive stuff?
Yeah, it's what made her so attractive in free agency is her ability to play make and be a playmaking form and run the offense, be someone that we can throw the ball to alleviate pressure and just make great reads. So she can score, she can rebound, she can pass, she can defend. So it's just really a all-purpose 4 player who can play all positions on the floor. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Push it back. Go, Sam.
Okay, listen, I got some smoke here. Okay, Roxy, sweetheart. Thank you for commenting on the show. Roxy. Okay, Olivia Miles is the number 2 pick. Okay, we just looked it up. There has never not been in the NBA. I did see this right here. Anthony Bennett in the NBA is the only player to never start. In the WNBA, there has never not been a number 1 draft pick that did not start. That doesn't mean anybody's not ready or likely to start. It's never happened. It doesn't matter who else was ready to start or not. We're talking about a number 1 pick. The number 1 pick means that your team was so bad that you're drafting this person at number 1 to help get your team back to the winning stages. Okay, that's what I mean. You've never seen that before in the WNBA until today with them. And then you heard what he said. today. My thing is, if you weren't going to start her, if you were going to make or you start making these moves, then why did you draft her at number 1? Then you should have drafted for need. And I'm questioning, what did we draft her for at number 1? Because the thing I keep trying to say is, if you gave Odyssey the starting job, if Odyssey keeps playing the way she's playing, there's nobody to take. There's nobody whose spot for her to take. She ain't taking Paige's spot. She can't take Enrique's spot. She doesn't play Jessica or Alana's position. Odyssey would have to just start playing bad for her to even start, and that should never be the case for a number 1 draft pick. That's all I'm saying. That's just baffling. But I mean, we'll see how it turns out. I just think that you set a bad precedence with, and then when you ask him, the coach, about it, the answer he gave was kind of like, I mean, and Kendrick, we've heard stuff of them saying that he's having to yell at her in practice to take shots and do this and that, and I mean we're headed down a slippery slope already.
Well, let's get something straight. The slippery slope is him being up out of here before she is. That's just the way and maybe that's a lesson he have to learn. This is his first professional head coaching job. That I'll just say it again. This is not college. You are paying these women a lot of money,
right?
So he's gonna have to adjust to that. But
that's what I'm saying though. You just signed Odyssey. You signed Odyssey, and you have her starting over your number 1 draft pick. All right, whatever the case may be, that's fine. Whatever. But how do you go to Odyssey? He would just have to start playing terribly bad to go to AZ.
Well, I'm gonna say this again. Listen, Odyssey had a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Great game, but it's a great game. I want to see. Let's see what Odyssey looks like.
Okay, well, let me prepare you. AC's not starting on Tuesday against Atlanta.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Let's see what AZ looks like. Let's see what Odyssey looks like against the Dream on Tuesday. Let's see what she looks like on the next game. Because listen, I like Odyssey. She played a great game, but it's a reason why she's been on a ton of teams, including this one 3 or 4 times, right or wrong. But like I said, he bet right on this. He bet right on this. She had a great game today, and they won the game. I'm just going to alliterate what I said before. You just got to saying it's a slippery slope. Let this be a 3-game losing streak,
man.
And that question's gonna come up, and I'm telling, and I'm
you're gonna put you're gonna put AZ in. But if you put AZ back in, how do you go back to Odyssey?
And I'm telling you, the general manager's gonna knock on the door, and you can't just bull him out because Captain Kirk was a coach. He was coaching just as many years as you is, so you can't give him no bull job answer. So I'm just preparing him. I'm just preparing him.
You get him ready because
if I'm not saying I'm not hoping it is. I hope the Wings going to go 12-0 or 13 because I want them to win this season. But if they hit a stumbling block and they get on the 3, the media's gonna ask it. You know why she's not playing and you're losing games. And your general manager.
Okay, but then that's another problem. That's another problem too, Kendrick. Let's say they go on a win streak. Then what happens?
Then he bet right. Nobody's gonna say
you bet right, but you drafted this girl at number 1. You on a number 1. You on a win streak without your number 1 draft pick.
Well, I'm just saying he bet right, and people can question, but you can't question. But
what becomes of AZ? What becomes of AZ if that happens though? You're on a 20-game win streak, and she's not even getting the minutes that she's supposed to get.
I think she's gonna get the minutes she's gonna get. I think it may not be starting, but I think she's gonna get the minutes she's gonna get.
I mean, don't tell me you spent the number 1 draft pick on a role player.
No, I'm not saying she's gonna be a role player, but I think she's gonna get more than 17 minutes.
That's what she's just been reduced to.
Well, I'm just saying it's only 40 minutes of the game. It's not NBA.
Or you drafted the number 1 pick and she's the 6th woman of the year.
Well, hey, let me tell you something. You be one hell of a 6th woman of the year. I mean, you could be one heck of a 6th woman of the year. She got to fight sides out for it. But,
and my buddy West talking about some. Don't worry, she's still gonna win Rookie of the Year. She can't win Rookie of the Year coming off the bench.
What?
That's out.
No, she ain't gonna win, but she can win 6. She can win 6 woman of the year. Have you won most improved of the year? Have you won most improved? Can you win most improved as a rookie?
I don't know if you can. Wait a minute. Wait, how's that possible?
Can you win most improved as a rookie? I'm just trying to say, can you win most improved as a rookie?
All right, well, let's go to stats and facts, man. Before we get up out of here, my lord, okay.
Okay, let's get to the stats and facts of this 107-104 win by the Dallas Wings. Let me get this up about the draft. Oh, let's get grief. What are you doing? 107-104 win by the Dallas Wings to go to 1-0 next up for them. Tuesday night against the Atlanta Dream, who won tonight against the Minnesota Lynx, 91-90. Let's get to the stats and facts right here. Okay. All right. Let's get to the team stats, overall stats. The Dallas Wings shot 59% from the field. They also the Indiana Fever shot 52% from the field. But this told the story right here. The Indiana Fever, with all those 3-point shooters they got the great Caitlin Clark and even Kelsey Mitchell. They only shot 7 of 24.
Quite the cheap shot artist these days, that Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, they only shot 7 of 24 from 3.
That's Lexi Hull, I saw you too. Throwing that shoulder out on AC coming down the court.
Meanwhile, the Wings shot 12 of 23 from 3. That's 52%. You're supposed to get a dub. You shoot 59% from the field and 52% from 3. For the free throw line, the Wings were a little bit worse. They were a whole lot worse. They were 7 of 24 for 71%. That's what kept the Fever in striking distance at the end of the game. You got to hit your free throws, especially clutch free throws at the end. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever was 17 also of 21. That was 81%. Rebounds 28-27 favor the Indiana Fever. Also on offensive board 7-3 also favor the Indiana Fever. Assists 26-23 favor of the Wings. Steals 9-4 in favor of the Wings. Blocks were tied up at 2 apiece. Total turnovers, Paige Brecker talked about it. They had 17 turnovers in this game that led to 22 Fever points. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever had 14 turnovers, which led to 19 points for them. Fast break points, heavy advantage. Dallas Wings, 25-12 points in the paint. Tilts the other way heavily for the Indiana Fever. Aaliyah Boston had her way off enough. 62-44 favor of the Indiana Fever. Largest lead by both teams was 9 by the Wings, 4 by the Indiana Fever. Let's get to the box score, if you will. For the victorious Dallas Wings, Paige Beckers, 20 points in 32 minutes for her.
I'm not gonna speculate that that's gonna be the bFb DFW player of the game, right?
Actually, no.
Oh wow.
She was 8 of 10 from the field efficient. She was 1 of 3. Listen, but this right here, this was the reason why she don't get player. 3 of 6 from the free throw line and two choke job free throws at the end that led them an opportunity to tie the game. You can't choke 2 free throws at the end, Paige.
Oh, come on, man.
You're the face of the franchise. You're the face of women's sports in Dallas. You can't keep choking away 2 free throws at the end. She also had 3 rebounds, 4 assists. one turnover. Like I said, she had one steal in this game. She was a +8. Arike, putting up Arike numbers, 22 points in 29 minutes. She did have some. She did have some moments where she kind of jacked up a couple shots that didn't make no sense. When players were other teammates were wide open, but we won't say anything about that until now. She was 8 of 15 from the field, 3 of 7 from three, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. She had 1 rebound, 5 assists. Did have 3 turnovers.
Just real quick, Kendra, before you go on. Roxy, I'm saying they didn't have a need. Nobody in the draft would take those spots. They had to take somebody. No, because you did need a big, and you did need a point guard. You don't. Again, Roxy, if you draft Olivia Miles, you don't have Odyssey Sims, and if you draft Lauren Betsy, you don't have Alana. You have those players now. Those players didn't come till after the draft. Is the point? And if you're going to draft Asia just to sit on the bench, why did you draft her?
Okay.
That's the point. That's just the point I'm trying to make. Like, it's not about what you necessarily need. You drafted somebody and you're not even playing her. And you're playing her low minutes. That's never been done in the history of the W. And that goes back to Kendrick. Now, you did this, and if it don't work, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Speaking of Odyssey, she had 20 points in 26 minutes. She was 8 of 11 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. She had 4 turnovers though, 2 steals. She was a -10 in this game. Elena Smith, her and her strap-on mask, had 6 points in 20 minutes. She also had just as many fouls as she did points.
Oh, Alana, don't make us put 2 fouls. Don't make us put 2 fouls on you every game already when you walk through the door.
2 fouls before the Aussie ties her shoes up.
Hey, listen, me and Kendrick lived through this already. Don't do this. We lived through this for about what was this, about 2 or 3 years? We lived through that.
Hey, you know who we lived this in. Does she play for anybody now?
No, she doesn't.
Okay, 2 fouls before you get in the building. But anyway, Alana was 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. She was 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block in this game. She was a -7. But my bFb DFW player of the game goes to Jessica Shepard, first of the season, 32 minutes, 13 points.
I mean, 1 rebound and 1 assist away from the triple-double. How could you be mad at that?
5 of 8 from the field, some big rebounds, big points. I mean, she was doing it all. Actually, sometimes she was initiating offense from the start of the attack.
I mean, this girl was already down court at the pass end.
3 of 5 from the free throw line. She had 9 rebounds, 9 assists, just 2 turnovers, 2 steals in this game. Also, she was
Hey, wait a minute. How come you giving her a pass when she messed up 2 pass-ins? She got 2 5-seconds. How come you giving her a pass, but you didn't give Paige a pass? What's that about?
Yeah, because she's not the star. Paige is the star.
Okay. Okay, so you're holding her to a certain standard.
Listen.
Okay, I got you.
Let me tell you something. You can't be LeBroning on free throws at the end of the game. Like that. You can't be LeBroning free throws. Well, you can't be Luka-ing free throws at the end of the game. Looking like you're scared to get up there and you're the best player on the team. You got to go out there and knock them things down. It shouldn't have came to Kelsey Mitchell's 3-point attempt at the end of the game to tie. The game should have been already sold up. But there's another heat. Should knock them down next time.
I mean, some people feel that Paige was so tired that's why she missed those free throws because she didn't really get a lot of rest.
Well, tired or not, you need to bang them free throws down. Jessica Shepard. Go drink a coffee or something, or Red Bull or something, get some energy. But Jessica Shepard, my BFB DFW player.
Well deserved Jessica Shepard too. I'm not going to take anything with Jessica Shepard.
Alyssa Card, just 4 minutes for her. 3 points. She hit a 3-pointer. She was 1 of 1 from 3. Had 1 rebound, 1 turnover in this game. She was a plus 3. Maddie, 18 minutes. She had 7 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. She had 3 rebounds, 1 assist for her. She was a +4. AWalk, just 2 minutes for her. She had 1 rebound, 1 assist in this game. She had 1 steal. She did have a great assist where she had a rebound and passed it up court and got an assist. Well, that was a big point at clutch time and at one point in late in the game. But she was a plus one. My favorite wing, Lee. 4 minutes for her, 3 points. For baby doll, she was 0-1 from the field, 3 or 4 from the free throw line. She had 1 rebound in this game. For her, Zaza, 16 minutes. She had 10 points, including a 4-point play in this game. She was 3 of 3 from 3-point land, 3 of 5 from the field overall. She had 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers in this game. She also had a block, and she had some great defense on Caitlin Clark. She was up in her, man. She was up in her like some tight, some tight.
LeVar, I actually don't mind them not playing her that much to start out with. The end of the college, start to pro is stupid. No time off. No, that's an excuse because every other female's had every other number one pick has had that exact same barrier to jump, and they've done just fine. Paige herself went through that. Again, this isn't about her playing. This is before her playing much. She is a number one pick. She's not a 5 or a 4 or 5. That's why I keep trying to iterate. This is a number one pick, guys.
All right. Okay. Speaking of that number one pick, she had 18 minutes in this game.
Oh, come on. That's just disgrace. That is disgusting.
She had 3 points. Did hit a 3-pointer. She was 1 or 2 from 3. She had 1 rebound in this game, 1 steal. She was a -1 in this game for the number one pick overall in the draft, Miss Azzi. For hopefully she can get up to 20 minutes in the next round. JJ didn't get a minute. My girl JJ didn't get a minute. She got a DNP.
She's a DNP.
She got a DNP, man. I mean, she made the team just to get a DNP. I mean, good grief. A walk played 2 minutes more than she did. Lee played 4 minutes more. That's who should be upset. JJ should be upset. I mean, Lee played 4 minutes more than she did. But anyway, let's go to the Indiana Fever.
You mean the cheap shot artist team?
Former wing.
Boy, I tell you what, Kendra, looking at these girls play basketball day, if you can't win the game, I guess you might as well just win the fight. Looking at Caitlin Clark and
they do got some goons. They do got some goons.
Yeah, Lexi. I've never seen that side of Lexi today. Well, I was corrected in college. Apparently, she used to be a cheap shot artist. So
yeah, she was a cheap shot artist. Man. Yeah, she
had that black eye last year.
Yeah, she was a punk. She's a punk. She got that punk mentality. So does Sophie Cunningham. I can't stand Sophie Cunningham. When she blew out,
Sophie. I love me some
When
Sophie.
she blew out her knee, I cried tears of joy. But anyway,
wait a minute.
What's up?
That is cold.
Well, cold like the other side of my pillow, Jack. All right, let's speaking of cold.
Shout out to Stuart Scott, man.
Former Dallas wing Melissa Hines Allen got the start today. 21 minutes, 6 points, 6 rebounds.
I live in a world where Maisha Hines Allen got started over AZ Fudd in the basketball.
In this game, she's a +2. She's 3 of 7 for the field, 0-1 for 3.
Come on, man.
Yeah, she got 3 more. She got 3 more minutes than AZ did. Aaliyah
Wait a minute. Would you start Miles on the wings? Her per defense, Roxy. Olivia Miles started today and had 21 points with a win. Or the Lynx played. Who did the Lynx play? The Lynx played what's the name?
They played the Dream. I think they lost that game.
They lost. I'm sorry, but she had a smooth 21 points today. Like, what do we? And again, Olivia Miles is not a number one pick.
She's number 2 pick.
She's a number 2 pick.
All right, moving on to a number 1 pick, Aaliyah Boston. 23 minutes.
The queen of cheap shot.
Yeah, 23 points in 26 minutes. She was 9 of 14 from the field.
She also told Asia Wilson she has a whistle. Asia Wilson didn't like that kind of either.
She was 1 of 2 from the 3, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. She had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, had 3 steals, and a block in this game. One of my favorite players, Kelsey Mitchell. 30 points in 33 minutes. She had a quiet 32. She was 11 of 22 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3. Shot it bad. She was 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers for her. She was a -5. Sophie Cunningham, speaking of that trick. But anyway, She had 3 points in 26 minutes, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from three. She had 4 rebounds, 3 assists in the game. She was a -5. And Caitlin Clark, 20 minutes, 20 points in 31 minutes of play. She was 7 of 18 from the field. Also shot 2 of 9 from three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 5 rebounds, seven assists, 5 turnovers. Boy, they was D'ing her butt up tonight. This afternoon. She was a +2 in the game. Timpson, 11 points in 19 minutes. Some girl named Timpson got more minutes than AC. She's 5 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line.
Is this about to become a who got more minutes and playing time than AC? Because if so, I'm out on it. I'm out on this segment. I don't want to do that to AC. I'm not doing that.
I think we headed down this road. 1 assist. She was a -2 in this game. Dantas, she had about 4 minutes less than 8. She had 5 minutes less than 8. She had 13, but she was almost close to her. She had 7 points in this game, 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 for 3. She had 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals. She took more shot attempts today in this game. She was a -3. Ty Harris, the former wing, she had 4 minutes in this game. She took just as many shot attempts as Asia in this game. 1, she missed it though. She was a +2 in this game. Hall, 15 minutes, didn't have many minutes, but did as Asia. She took just as many shots. She had 1 rebound, which is 1 more than Asia did. She had 1 turnover in this game. She was a -1. And Johnson, she had 12 minutes in this game. She had more points than Asia. She had 4 compared to Asia's 3. She was 1 of 1 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover. 1 steal. She had more impact in her 12 minutes than Asia did in her 18. She was -5.
This is disgusting. This is disgusting.
Walk back to you. God damn it.
You may be wearing the AZ Fudge shirt in support now that you got.
I gotta get that. I gotta get that, man. I gotta get that from
you gotta come get it now, man. She's gonna need your support at this point.
Oh man, back to you, Walt. Woo!
Oh my God. All right. Okay. Again, no matter what the Wings chose the number 1, they would likely not start on this roster. I disagree. Roxy, if they drafted Olivia Miles, they wouldn't have Odyssey. She would be the starter. They didn't have a point guard last year. She would be their starting point guard if they took her at number 1. Dallas had all that help and still won by 3. Oh, come on, Rick. Don't do that, Rick. Rick, we don't style point wins around here. You style point, as Tovash would say. Don't style point wins, Rick. You got to listen. We're a team who you heard what Paige said in the press conference. How long was before we even got our first win, and here we are out of the gate with a win. Let's take the dubs when we can get them, Rick.
Yeah, technically they've won 3 in a row to start this season. Though it's only 1 that counts, but they still, and most of them, like I said before, they scored 101, 107, and 95. So this team's got something going on offense. Let's see if they can keep it up against the Atlanta Dream.
What the hell are you doing, Rick? Hell are you doing over there, Rick? Style pointing wins. What was our record even last year?
It was enough. It was enough to get AZ Fudd, who only played 18 minutes.
It's enough to get us a player who didn't even start number 1 draft pick.
Man, she gonna be most improved player man of the season. Even as a rookie.
Jesus Christ. Oh man, listen, we got some rare treats for you guys this week, man. We got some rare treats, man. So Tuesday, we're gonna be live from the CPC as the Wings take on the Atlanta Dream. So I see what you're trying to do, WNBA. You're gonna take us from Caitlin Clark to Angel Reese. I see what you're trying to do here. You're trying to stir the pot. You see, it almost like Kendrick came up with this schedule. That's something Kendrick would do. Put the Wings up against Caitlin Clark one game and then put Angel Reese in the next one. That's something they would do.
I know nothing.
Yeah. That's something you would do.
I know nothing.
Yeah, I heard Kalia Copper. Complaining about having to play the Aces on ring ceremony night after she lost to him in the playoffs last year.
That's what she complained after they beat that behind.
No, she said hope. So that's gonna be. She said it would be inspiration. You just think about that. I gotta go look at the team that beat me get their rings.
That's the inspiration. Listen, I don't know. We could have an emergency pod tomorrow or Monday, depending on what may happen tomorrow afternoon at 2.
We won't because we ain't getting no number 1 pick.
Listen,
we ain't getting a number 2 pick.
Listen. You said that about the Wings last season. No, we ain't getting it back to back, and then we got it back to back. So
that's different. What's the name?
Hey. All it takes is to slide the ping pong ball. Listen, I'm not even asking to get up to number 1. I'm asking to get up to number 4.
Ricky, at least they'll get to every game lickety split. yeah. Just let's just take it easy, Rick. Let's just take it easy, Ricky. Yeah, man, we got some okay, can we take a look at this thing? Let's take a look at this thing before we get out of here. Okay, so the Wings, I want to take a look at the Wings schedule.
Okay.
For this upcoming what we say week?
Yeah, the week that will be.
Okay, so here we go. All right, so the Wings are going to take on the Dream on Tuesday. Then they're going to play the Lynx next Thursday. Actually,
who will get more minutes?
I think that's an Amazon game. I think if I saw that correctly.
Yeah, Prime Video.
Yeah, Amazon Prime game. We're going to Amazon Prime. And then we're gonna come back next. Oh, here we go, Kendrick. We're starting to get that NBA schedule in there. Monday, the 18th, they're gonna play the Mystics. Wednesday. Listen. Hold on. Let me go back. Let's start about next Thursday. Listen, next Thursday we got a real treat for you guys because next Thursday, not only do the Wings take on the Minnesota Lynx, but we're gonna get the Dallas Cowboys schedule that night too. And not to mention it's ladies' night on that Thursday. That's gonna be a rare treat. I'm excited about next Thursday's broadcast.
Man, I'm excited about Tuesdays, man. Gonna be on KFAA. Channel 29.
Come on, stop it, man.
Yeah, man, for Angel Reese. Local broadcast.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that because I want to tell you about something that's going down next Friday. For the first time this season, we go to Ion on Friday night at 6:30 against the Atlanta Dream, Kendrick's favorite channel. He gonna be wiping off his screen saying, "I can't see."
But yeah, man, one of my lights went out in my TV screen. I thought last night watching that mess. But I thought one of my lights went out.
You thought a bulb went out?
I thought a bulb went out. I said, "Hello, man. I got insurance. I know I can give you another TV."
So you changed it. So what'd you do? Change the channel and saw it was back.
Yeah, I changed the channel. It was bright as hell. I said, "Nah, it's just Ion. It's just Ion. They ain't my TV.
Thank God it's only 5 of them this year."
Yeah. Also, like I said, that Monday, the 18th. That's a 7 tip, a 7 o'clock tip. Also, the Minnesota game on next Thursday is a 7 o'clock tip. That's a Peacock game with the Mystics. The first USA Network game for the Wings will be at Chicago. They got a big victory over Portland tonight.
Oh yeah, I get to see Bay Rakia.
So that'd be on USA Network, and then that Friday, yeah, like you said, Ion, and then we're back on NBC, 2:30, to play the
New York Liberty. Oh, I hope the Liberty don't wear those jerseys that they wore today. My God, those things are ugly. I know they were throwback, but good Lord, burn those.
And then we got the defending champs coming in
to the CPC
for Prime Video, on the 28th. That in the month. First game of June.
Oh, we'll go see Flage.
You'll be on the USA Flage and the Phoenix, excuse me, Seattle Storm come to town. And my girl Malonga. Walt hates her. And
Well,
then
it's
we
not that I hate her. She just cost the Page a championship in the Unrivaled League.
I think
Page should have a
it's on.
championship.
I think it's hate. Sometimes they say it's okay to hate somebody, as long as you hate them with a passion. But anyway, uh, and then we got after that. Do we got any back to backs yet? No, we
No,
don't.
no, we good. We good. We just wanted to go the whole month. We don't want to give the month of June yet.
Okay, okay, okay. But yeah, month of June we're gonna be on net. We're gonna be on national TV a lot, a lot. Only one game.
Yes.
Only one game. Next Tuesday we'll be on our favorite local channel, KFAA, Channel 29.
I thought you were an Ion guy.
Oh, no, hell. Listen, listen. You couldn't pay me to watch that channel. Unless I mean, you really couldn't pay me to watch that. How bad that channel is. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I thought it was an HD channel for years. I thought it was in the. I thought it wasn't an HD channel. I thought it was in standard definition, but it actually is actually in HD. So, Jesus. But anyway, yeah.
Man, I thought we got rid of those. I thought we got rid of I thought we got rid of was it analog channels? I thought everything was digital now.
Hold on, before we get up out of here, let me get to today's games. Actually, let me match up. Go from Friday's games. Most of those games on Ion. Breonna Stewart and the New York Liberty got a big win over Connecticut. That may be the worst team in basketball, other than Portland. I mean, they are bad. Then we had Washington against Toronto.
Hey! Watch Haley Van Liff is over there now.
Yeah, they're still bad. Washington against Toronto in Toronto's first game in their franchise history. Masai Ujiri, he's the part owner of the Toronto.
He is a part owner of the Toronto Tempo.
They got handed a hot L, 68-65. Your girl Centron, she had 26 points in that game. Then we had Golden State against Seattle. Flage, her first game. Jeline Salon had 20 points in a win over there. Golden State wins 91-80. Today's matchups, Dallas, as you know, got the win against Indiana, 107-104. Ricky with 22 points. Phoenix blew out the Vegas Aces, defending champs on ring night, 99-66. Alyssa Thomas, AT, got 20 points in this game. Atlanta beat Minnesota, 91-90. Alicia Gray with 24 points in that game. That'll be next up for the Wings on Tuesday. And Chicago played Portland in their first game in the listen. Chicago may be a team to beat because, man, let me tell you something. You get a win in the Motor Center. The Motor Center.
Well, first of all, I don't think they play in the Motor Center, do they?
Yeah, they in the Motor Center. They are in the Motor Center.
It didn't look like the Motor Center last night. Did they play on the road last night or?
No, they didn't. That was their first game. Portland's first game was tonight.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm thinking about the Tempo. The Tempo was
Tempo.
I saw last night.
Tempo. They play in the old building up there. But
yeah,
Chicago.
I mean, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. Chicago won 98.
It looks like it.
83. Your girl Cardosa had 22 points in that game. Tomorrow's
she actually came to play basketball today.
I guess she did. Tomorrow's games at 12 p.m. at 12 noon. Connecticut is at it again. Hosting Seattle. New York's on the road. This ought to be a big game. Pretty good
future
game.
Future Houston Comments right there.
New York's on the road to play Washington. That'll be a pretty good game at 2:00. On USA Network, we have Vegas coming off their thumping. They're going on the road to play the LA Sparks in their first game of the season. And then they're probably going to be using that a lot since the Lakers are about to get swept. And Phoenix goes on the road to play Golden State in the most hostile environment, Chase Center, to play the Valkyrie tomorrow. And like I said, Tuesday matchup, the Wings host the Atlanta Dream in their second game of the season at the CPC at 7 p.m. Walt, back to you.
Yeah, man, just gonna be a great week, a very great week. I'm excited about it. Yeah, well, we want to give a shout out to all the mothers out there in the world. They want to tell you Happy Mother's Day. As we go into tomorrow for Mother's Day, want to give a shout out to all that. And again, if you missed this broadcast tonight, or if you want to check it out, you don't have to just watch us on Facebook. You can now, we are on your stream, and you can listen to Kendrick all the time now on iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, Amazon Music, and TuneIn. Just look us up, bFb DFW, and give us a follow or get a notification turned on whenever we drop a new show. Listen, you might as well know this. Anytime we broadcast, within an hour or so, or 30 minutes, the show will be up on one of these platforms. So you can always get to us. Yep. So you can check out Kendrick anytime now. Anytime you want to go back to refer to what he said, he's really good at broadcasting, and it's not just me saying that. Everybody's saying it. What Mike Fisher, Gavin Dawson, they're talking about it. Bleacher Report, everybody's talking about it. It's not just us saying it. Everybody's saying it. So there you have it.
We lit.
Yeah, we lit. All right, man. So we'll be back Tuesday. But until then, keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. If we don't see you around, then we'll see you around live this Tuesday when the Dallas Wings take on the Atlanta Dream and Angel Reese from the CPC Live.
We love you, AC. Hey, Cowboys, Mavs, Rangers, Stars, and Wings fans. It's me, Kendrick, here. I know the season may not or may be going exactly how you want it or not. But hey, like and subscribe to all those bFb DFW content. You see me. I mean, forget about the other guys, because I'm the real star here. But hey, if you want to see Walt, Shams, and Vosh, that's okay. It's okay. But remember, it's all about me. So still, like and subscribe for, me and the other guys. Okay.